Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. "6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Love rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Now Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Well, just about an ideal.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 67 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And quickly they get to the line. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Love now. And his throw is incomplete. The Packers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, going to the air with Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Jordan Love ready on first down here. That's taken in by Kraft. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Love. Touchdown, Packers. Cole Turner, his first touchdown on the year. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Love from the gun. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3. To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First down, Love to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Love now to pass on first down. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, Love. He'll buy some time right. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Throwing. Love. Flushed out right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bear. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 3. Love looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Daniel Whelan now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Love going to give it up on the touch pass. That one a first down pickup of 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on first down. Love. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Love's throw finds its target. Dobbs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Forced out to his left. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Looking to throw. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
That's a really good decision right.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Working out of the gun. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down. Love, flush to his right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Packers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 36 yards on the play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick. Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
On first down, Love. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Dobbs goes in motion. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The kick by McManus is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Love to Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Love going to give it up on the touch pass. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Love looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now Love.
Escaping the pressure right. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Here's Love.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Well, that is the definition. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
That was the big shot for the end zone. You've still got a little bit of time here. You have to expect we'll see another. And remember, no timeouts left. So if you throw it short of the end zone and you're tackled, that's going to be the ball game.
Williams' throw complete here to Kmet.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
He's back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.